Morning, Team Zimbabwe. A very good morning, Africa and beyond. And let us explore on what is happening in politics in the southern region. ANC is battling it out with EFF, with DA, but more prominently, the new MK party is giving them sleepless nights. What is happening is that the ZANU-PF as a party and ANC, their survival is pinned on each other. The existence of ZANU-PF in Zimbabwe will help ANC to survive. The existence of ANC in South Africa will help ZANU-PF to survive. And that is very, very important and very critical at this moment in time. So what is happening is that Jacob Zuma is bounced back into the political arena and is giving sleepless nights to the duo, which is Emmerson Mnangagwa and Cyril Ramaphosa. These two, they back each other well. But what is happening at this moment in time, the emergence of the MK party, a former military wing of the ANC, its emergence has started to bring a shift in the political arena. So remember, Jacob Zuma was arrested and was detained for several months. When he was released, Julius Malema went on to visit him at Ngandla. And a lot of people were speculating what could be the reason of this visit. And right now, we have seen Julius Malema coming out and saying, we cannot accommodate Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma is more ANC than anything else. But it's good that he endorses the EFF in this election. And what is happening is that Jacob Zuma is more influential within the ANC structures, and he has formed his own organization, the MK party, and is contesting in the upcoming elections. What it means is he's going to take a greater chunk of the ANC votes, or is going to divide the ANC votes, which means the ANC is not going to have an absolute majority. The ANC, for it to survive, even if Ramaphosa is to be re-elected as president, his survival will be pinned on Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema, which means ANC is not going to have an outright majority like they used to do, which means the only way to survive will be to forge a more formidable alliance with other comrades, which means if they want to pass anything, if they want to make any resolutions, they will have to survive to rely more on these two opposition political parties, the MK as well as the EFF. So strategically, what it means is if Ramaphosa is out, it means Mnangagwa is out. If Ramaphosa survives, it means Mnangagwa will continue to cling onto power for some time, because the lifeline of ED is on the ANC, the existence of the ANC, because South Africa is very strategic and key in terms of decision making within the SADC region. So Jacob Zuma has come out to scatter everything, but let's hear the thoughts of other political leaders like the Patriotic Alliance President Mackenzie, and hear what is really happening in the political setup within South Africa.
I'm saying to you, anybody that's not worried about Jacob Zuma has not been paying attention, or they're playing to the gallery. Jacob Zuma keeps people, not in this gallery I see, but at home. They are strategizing how can they stop this person called Jacob Zuma. He's filling up places wherever he goes. Jacob Zuma is the wrecking ball of this coming election. So I'm not going to sit here and agree that Jacob Zuma is not a threat. They are all worried about Jacob Zuma. They're just telling you now to be clapped here for, they're not worried about Jacob Zuma.
So this is a fact that everybody is worried about Jacob Zuma. That is the reason why ANC is now deploying tactics, ZANU-PF tactics, to try and stop Jacob Zuma. If you take a look onto this one, which is right here onto the screen, there is a case where ANC is trying to disqualify the MK party from the whole election. And they are saying MK party has been formed from our military wing, which means its existence cannot be sustained. Is that a fact? So you'd say that all these issues which are coming out at this moment, this is the same strategy of ZANU-PF. They thought about Xavier Kasukwere. They removed him from the ballot using a law which does not exist, using an invalid law. So you'd see that Xavier Kasukwere needed to be 40 years, needed to be a citizen of Zimbabwe, needed to be a registered voter. But they used the other means to deny Xavier Kasukwere a chance. There is a great possibility that Kasukwere was in Zimbabwe, although his passport indicated otherwise, and that could be sustained either way. But they've went on to try and create a similar situation within the South African political landscape. We have seen a shift of democracy in South Africa. We have seen Ramaphosa trying by all means possible to influence what happens in South Africa differently. And it's said that this is what is happening at this moment in time. But the major question is, are they going to survive what is coming after them? Are they going to survive the alliance of the MK party and the EFF? Is ANC going to have an outright win? And that is very important to note. Remember, EFF and MK party, they are not worried about many things. All they want is to make sure that ANC does not get absolute majority and does not make entire decisions. And that is very strategic and very key. It means anytime if Ramaphosa messes up, he can be impeached, he can be replaced anytime. He can be replaced because ANC won't have absolute majority, which means other parties, they can team up with other parties to replace him. So you'd see that this is very strategic, and the existence and survival of the two gentlemen, one from across the Limpopo and the other from across the Limpopo, their survival is actually going to an end, because you cannot survive illegalities for far too many times. Ramaphosa has been engulfed in controversies, in corruption activities, but nobody cares about that within his administration. But they've continued to victimize Jacob Zuma for a very long time. The major question is, are they going to sustain it? Are they going to continue with it? Let us take a look on how loved Jacob Zuma is. I'm trying right here to find out, to show you a certain video about Jacob Zuma's campaign. Very crucial video. Let us see. So these are the supporters of Jacob Zuma. So many supporters, which are right here. And I don't know what is happening with my screen. So these are so many people. Very, 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 very huge crowd, right? Gathered to talk to Jacob Zuma. This is what is happening in South Africa. And you can actually see that it's going to be very difficult for Ramaphosa to have an outright win. And we have to agree that MK is gathering momentum and seems unstoppable at this juncture, at this point in time. And if Ramaphosa sees a significant shift in the politics of the African continent, and particularly the SADC region, you have seen what happened in Senegal. Confidence is being restored to a lot of young people to say, okay, and you will see a lot happening within the political arena in South Africa, and we will continue to watch and see how it is going to end. But yes, Ramaphosa can retain the presidency, but not with absolute majority. It will be an issue of now interest, national interest, that the MK, we have to reconsider. If the ANC gets the majority, the EFF and the MK party can agree to elect Ramaphosa as the president, but on conditions, which means he won't be able to do whatever he has been doing, or to do whatever he wants. And this is a strategic position. We'll continue to watch and see what's going to happen.